Hi, I'm Junie Squadron, and I want to ask you a question. Have you ever considered writing a book? And if you have, is that a dream that keeps coming back? Have there been people in your life that you've told your story to, and they say, "Oh my God, you got to write a book"? And for a minute, it just totally resonates in your heart, and you go, "Yes." But then immediately afterwards, you start getting these doubts and fears and things that say, "Oh yeah, you'd be interested in what I have to say." And it's probably been said a million times already. And besides, where would I start? And what if so-and-so read it? I'd be mortified if they knew this, that, or the other. And does it go on and on? And before you know it, that beautiful feeling that you had just moments earlier actually just got squashed. Well, as I said, I'm Junie Squadron, and I want to tell you, I've been helping people write their books for many, 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 many years. In fact, for 30 years, I have been a psychotherapist and a writing coach, and I have been helping writers become authors. And with the most empowered voice, having married both skills as a psychotherapist and as a writing coach and a best-selling author. One of the things that I have found that has been the common denominator with most people throughout my career is that we feel that no matter what we've done in life, it's not enough. It's not good enough. We're not enough. So I wrote a book called Your Life Matters, 8 Easy Steps to Writing Your Story. And I've been doing these workshops for many, many, many years that this book is based on. And when COVID happened, when it started in March 2020, I immediately put that course of writing life story or writing parts of your stories on an online program, which I'm about to offer again. The first one online just finished not too long ago, and the results were stupendous. And I want you to know that no matter what fears you might be having about writing your book, I've been doing this a while. I know what I'm doing. I have seen the results of people who feel their life doesn't matter to saying, "Oh yes it does." So if say you're an entrepreneur and you've got some really wonderful, passionate reasons why you do what you do, well, you probably have a story that goes along with why you feel so passionate about that. Do you know that your book will give you even more credibility? It's like a calling card. And perhaps you're an elder, a senior, and you're retiring or you're reaching retirement age, and you're thinking, "Wow, I've gleaned a lot of knowledge and wisdom throughout the years. I think it would be really good to write my memoir and leave that for my children, my grandchildren, who never really know me the way I know me. Things I've never shared before." And maybe you even want to take it beyond that, because those things that you have learned, maybe you want to help others who are going through similar experiences that you had challenges with, to help them navigate that time. Well, your book will do that. Most people who go to a publisher, a mainline publisher, or a traditional publisher, they need an agent. I'm your agent. You'll also be interviewed and have an exclusive interview with me on my podcast, which is a Soul Connections Your Life Matters podcast. There's so many wonderful offerings, and let me just give you an example. So one person, Beth Luter, said, "I'm really glad I signed up for Junie Squadron's Your Life Matters author mentorship program. It's exactly what I needed. I was able to fit into my busy life. I learned valuable practices that will continue to serve me well in the future. I'm leaving with a new level of confidence and a belief in me about achieving my dream of writing my book. about my life, and it's really as possible. Also, I was mind blown by the inner healing that occurred for me. Before this course, I hadn't realized how much I was still standing in my own way. To the extent I knew I was holding myself back, I was not clear about what was holding me back. Now I have a new clarity and a new plan. Vanessa Jarman in Toronto said, "I have sat down many times in the past to write my book and would slip out of my commitment easier than I wish to admit. Taking Junie's Your Life Matters author mentorship program has changed me, not only as a writer, but as a person. This course has given me the courage to get real, be curious, and dig deep. Every module is carefully created and mindfully placed. Junie's teaching strategies are methodical and lasting. It's been a privilege learning alongside her and the community of cohorts that have formed because of her. I knew right away that if I was going to have my story heard, Junie was the woman who would guide me towards sharing it. I would recommend this course to anyone who's interested. Life begins when we stop wondering and start going for it." Enjoy the program, you're in for quite a ride. And there's many, many, many more that I just want to say, yeah, and you're not in it alone. You will have a cohort, a team of other writers just like you, ready to become authors, to share your writing, to share your process. You'll have a Facebook page where you can do that 24/7. We'll be meeting once a week on Zoom to talk about the lessons themselves, and everything that you need is there. So read it all, and then it's an application process. And the reason I ask people to apply is because I'm only choosing people who know for sure that they're ready. So let me ask you again. Do you want to write a book? Are you ready? I know you are. So fill out the application, set up an appointment to talk with me, and I can't wait to meet you. God bless.